Good evening. It is 10:45, Thursday, June 26, 2025. I am Toya, and this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. I just wanted to continue to read um, my dreams and whatnot so that those who are listening and on the side to help me, it will help. Read that one already. June 4th, 2024. Did I read this one already? In this dream, someone came and offered me $3 million. Do you remember that one? But in my head, I was thinking they owe me so much more than that. There was some type of a facility in a house. When you walk in the door, there were these phone booths on each side of the wall. I did read that one already. That one was basically telling me that a certain person can't go with me because they didn't get the lesson that they needed to get. I don't know if I'm gonna read that one. Let's just read that. Let me talk to you about what happened to me. So, I had reserved a ride to come pick me up at a certain time. They gave me a window between like 109 and 130, which was fine. I'm okay with that. I got a text saying that the driver would be there in 15 minutes. Then I got another text saying we're outside. So I was already ready. I just picked up my stuff and I went outside. There was no driver. And I looked at you can follow, where the ride is, whatever. And I was seeing all these different places that this car was going, and it said that my ETA, my arrival time at my home, would be 2:04. So I immediately sent an email and said what was going on. Um, then I got another text said that the driver wouldn't be there until 2:04. Then it went to 2:06. Then it went back to 2:02. Then it went back to 2:04. So I saw on the map the car was like way off going towards back where my house was, right? So I was like, okay, they not coming back this way. So I called for a different ride. I got home at 1:45, and I'm still looking at the thing. So I called and I let the people know that exactly what was happening, that they said the ETA, and you could still see them like they were coming towards my way. So like I said, I got there at 1:45, took my clothes off, put my pajamas on, and I was like, it's pretty close, let me go outside and record and see if this driver is really gonna come to my house. I saw it turn the corner, so I cut on my camera on my phone and watched it pull up to my house. Watched it open up the door. It was somebody else in there. And I walked up to the car and was like, you did not pick me up. You said that you were outside. I came outside and there was no one there. And all he did was like this. That's all he did. I was like, okay, but y'all got my money. Somehow I'm gonna send them this video, because they can. So if it was me being punked, somebody doing something because they don't like me, or because they know somebody that I know, you know, people do stupid shit like that, then I got proof. And if they go back into the computers, they can look in the email that I sent, all of that. It was all during that time. Plus, I don't have no way to lie about that. Hell, I'm tired. I want to get home from work, you know? But yeah, I'm tired of people taking advantage of me. Tired. And I am nothing but nice to people. I don't do that to nobody. Barely, I mean, if anything, I'm going to say something to somebody. It's to help them. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it is that they don't want help. Then just say that. Just say, I don't want your help. Tell me. Don't tell somebody else, have my name in your mouth with somebody else and saying she need to shut up. Tell me face to face that you want me to be quiet. And then you keep my name out your mouth. You know? That is the adult thing to do. But these people out here acting like they in junior high school. For real. Junior high school. Or elementary school. Because I don't remember doing that when I was in junior high school. Of course, I didn't hang with people like that. Because I thought that they was childish anyway. You know those people that who were in junior high school or high school, and they were like very popular, and they played sports, got all the kudos, had all the friends, got all these awards and stuff. But as adults, they really ain't doing shit. I know some people like that. And all they talk about is back then, but they can't really say anything that they're doing right now. Interesting. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Just interesting. Some people don't know how to let go, which is the reason why they're going through the things they're going through. Let certain people, places, and things go. If you don't let go yourself, the Most High will make you let go. He'll snatch it from you. And then if you still try to hold on, it's going to be hell to pay the captain. Yeah. So much better to do it on your own. Just learn from your mistakes and move on. Maybe the next place, the next person, the next thing, you'll do right by it. By it. By him, by her. You'll do right the next time. But you gotta understand what it is on your part that you did. You gotta get the lesson. Force yourself to get the lesson, because you don't want the Most High to do that. I know what that's like. I know. Gave my all till I ain't have nothing. I was draining myself, doing for other people, being a people pleaser. Yes, I am admitting that I did. That was my part that I played. There's always two parts. You can't just say, oh, this person did all of that to me. Nope, what you doing? I didn't know who I was. I didn't love who I was. So I gave everything that I had to other people and put them higher than myself. Not no more. No. Because them people used me like I was a doormat. They sure did. And didn't think twice. Did not think twice. Lied, stole, tried to unalive, stole some more, kept still to this day lying. It's all good. Because if you were innocent in doing anything to them, it'll come back to them. Don't worry about it. You just keep your head to the ground. What's that to say? You just keep doing what you can to keep your vibrations high and keep moving forward. Don't worry about all that other stuff. The Most High got you. Yep. Sure does. Most High got you. Just make sure that you let the Most High know how grateful you are. And you'll have some hidden helpers. Some of them was on their side in the beginning until they found out the truth. Or either shit started happening to them. So they switched sides. And they might be doing things to help you and you don't know. There are some who was always on your side, but to save face or to stay in the cliques and what have you, they don't say anything. You know what the word, excuse me, you know what they say about a person that's on the fence. You know what's going to happen to you. Anyway, it is what it is. Not my place. I can't judge. Everybody does what they does what they do. No judgment. I don't even have any real judgment. I know I play a lot. I say a lot of things. But I don't really have any judgment towards the people who did stuff to me. That was your job. That was your task to come here to do that. And my task is to do what I'm doing. So, I don't even know all the things that they've done or said, nor do I care to know. Because that's between them and the Most High. And the reason I say that is because if the Most High is protecting me so that I can do something for Him, them, her, however you want to do that, then those who are fighting against me are not really fighting against me. They're fighting against the Most High. It's obvious. It's obvious. Because if it was just me, they probably would have done something to me by now. But it's not me. It is the Most High. And people still are doing things. And it's people who got big names and big money who've stolen and using it for their nefarious whatever. Stealing from babies. Now, what kind of sugar honey iced tea is that? Somebody just said, bitch, shut up. I'm not gonna shut up. If the Most High doesn't tell me to shut up, then I won't. Because this is helping somebody. This is happening to somebody else somewhere. I'm not the only one. This is happening to other people. And if I can help the underdogs to get courage or help them with something that's similar to what I went through, then I'm going to do that. You just going to have to face the consequences of the things that you did. Come on now. I had to face the consequences of the shit I did. I didn't have a problem doing that. Did I like it? No. Did it hurt? Yep. Was it embarrassing? Yep. All of the above. But I still did it. It's a lot of things that's still kind of embarrassing, but it's not embarrassing to the point where I'm not going to continue to live my life. I have a job to do. And I have to do that. Because I made a commitment. I am loyal. And those who did me dirty know that I am a loyal person. But I'm most loyal to the Most High and my spiritual team. Always will be. Because when I didn't have nobody, they were always there. Always. They were there when I didn't even know that they were there. I know I say that all the time. But it's true. So true. Mm-hmm. This is interesting. Quick little dream here. This is July 31st of 24. In this dream, I had this newborn baby in the living room of some house. I don't know where it was. And I could hear voices outside of my front door. I got up very quietly and peeked outside, and it was someone I was involved with before. And some other guy outside playing cards. But I saw him reach over to the other guy and touched his ass. The other guy saw me looking and told the person I used to be involved with. So I stopped looking. I went and sat down and put the baby down and started putting some dirt inside this huge jug to make a planter out of it. Now in the 3D, I didn't see this. If I did, I'm pretty sure I would have said something, but I didn't. So this is a dream, or either I was dreaming this of somebody else who saw this. Yeah, because I know that somebody else knows his preference. I mean, I know his preference too, but I mean, I know it now. I didn't know it at the time. But hey, to each his own. Be proud of what you like. Just do what you do. It's 2025. Aw. I was writing to my grandma. Her name was Madeline Rose. She was the grandma I saw on the day that she passed away. I didn't know that she had passed away in 1974. I was looking out my window. I was a little girl. And how I interpreted as a 5, 6-year-old, I saw her walking up steps to go into the clouds. And then I ran to go tell my mother, Madeline, and she was on the phone. And while she was on the phone, I guess my aunt was telling her that my grandmother that I just saw had passed away. Yeah. I remember the little robe I had on. As I got older, I was thinking, was grandma going into a ship? Who knows? I expect miracles. I attract miracles. I accept miracles. July 27th. Everyone is being called in to talk about money, how much they have left, and what they are going to do. One of my children had the most left over and said she would give me some. Oh, I remember this. The day after my birthday, a channeled song was Tell Me What I Gotta Do by Al Jarreau. I love that song. different. In this dream, I was asking Spirit in the dream how to do something, and Spirit said, "Look inside." I woke up from the dream and heard audibly, "Our mothers are gone." I am Toya, and this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. And the reason I just said that is because I know that someone is probably still taking some information that I am saying and they're using it as their own. But I know that there are people who are watching and know who is the original. So, I win. Excuse me. I might have talked about this one before. I had a dream about this elephant that died in front of my face. I don't know if you live in Michigan, my area, you probably know. But in our street, it's like you're going one way and coming another way, and then in the middle is where you can turn. They call it Michigan left. So in the middle, there's grass, and I was laying in the grass, asleep, and all of a sudden, this elephant just plopped down in front of my face and passed away. And I said I did not move. I just opened my eyes and thought to myself, what the hell? And I woke up. When I mentioned it in my class, one of the ladies said that immediately she got that a generational curse has been broken in my maternal line. And I was like, I am with that. Breaking them. Knocking it down. Knocking them down. In this dream, something was happening to someone, and it had something to do with a place, a space, or a person called Bacula. Not Dracula, Bacula. I saw an old friend's son, and I told him what was going on, and he immediately prepared himself to go into this space. He was riding on something, and I got as far back as I could and took cover and covered everything I could with this covering, some type of covering. He sped up really fast and went through. I'm assuming it was a portal. So when I felt like I was in, I peeked behind the covering and I saw two demons coming out. So I waited until they found their way out and I left. But I could see that going into the portal left this black gunk all over the place. So I looked up Bacula. It has several different meanings. So Bacula, it is an open source backup software tool for full system backup. That is free, in case anyone wants to know. Bacula is a penile bone, the bone in the penis of many placental mammals. Um, Bakula Maha. I don't know. It's a Buddhist temple in Sri Lanka. Also, Bakula, a demon uttering horrible cries, a form assumed by the Yaka Ajakalapaka to terrify the Buddha. The other one is the devil demon in Buddhism is Mara, who has 3 daughters. I don't know why I wrote that down. Might be significant. Mara has 3 daughters. Trsna tempts with worldly things to cause attachment, thirst. Rati represents aversion, engaging in elements of the world we don't like. And raga, delight or lust. That sounds like some of the people I know. They're dealing with some things. It's probably on them. These people, yeah. That's why they can't stop really doing what they're doing, because they've been taken over. And I'm just going to say, for those who don't believe that, it's okay, honey. Just look at this as entertainment. Because I'm sure you don't believe it. But just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Okay? Teachable moment. Ooh, I don't remember this. I wrote down things I see when I close my eyes. 1, a group of Africans doing a tribal dance outside. 2, water running in a sink in the kitchen. 3, standing inside a cabin in the woods. I was looking out of the window. 4, I heard the words, "We killed so that we could have a child." I don't remember that, but that must have been one of them ones I don't know. I was deep in meditation. Oh, I got more. Ooh, I got more. I see 3 trailers across from me to my left. My left hand was sticky, and I was told that they could not give me money because of it. I see someone pointing to the sky. I am watching myself get into the shower. There was a splinter in the middle finger of a man. These are still things that I'm just seeing when I close my eyes. There's a plastic bowl on the bottom right side of the bed. Time out! Exclamation point. A bunch of screens that someone is watching just went out all at once. Because they wasn't supposed to be looking. He was watching something he wasn't supposed to be watching. Let me shut up. Ouch. Mm. I had it November 12th, 2024. I had a dream that all of these people were coming after me, and people were taking these liquids to gain a power. I was fighting a man who could stretch his limbs and his neck. There was a woman in the dream who did something to me to make me want her actually. There were others, but I did not fight with them as long as the other two. But you see, it didn't go any further than that. But she wanted me to, but I don't want her. Which is probably why that one particular person is mad at me, because I don't want her that way. And she just wanted to drain me anyway. I don't know when this was. In this dream, I was getting on a bus. I didn't know if it was a public transportation or if it was a school bus. And I was watching over a young man who was different. And people were teasing him, but started teasing me because I was rolling up a cigarette made from tea for the young man. I stood up for the both of us, and whenever we stopped and got off, he was around following. I don't know what that meant. I was sleepy when I just woke up and wrote that. The other dream, I was in this hearse, and it was, what was that house? In this house, and it was a room that was Madeline's, my mother. But I can't remember if I actually saw her and her friends in the dream, or if I was just thinking about what they would have said if they had seen me. Then I remember, and all this is in the dream, then I remember looking in a book full of memories that had birthday stuff, graduation stuff that was mine. But there were no actual pictures of me. But I was looking through it and smiling like I was remembering things. And the funny thing is, I can't remember birthday parties. And I don't remember graduation party either. I mean, she might have cooked some food or something like that, but Madeline didn't do those things. (9/17/24). There is a spirit that There's smoke coming out of its head. This is something that I saw. And I looked it up for different cultures. Native American wisp or smoke phantom. In Japanese mythology is Kiryu, Kiryu, smoke like dragon. European folklore, Will O the wisp, mischievous spirit, appears as a flame or smoke. Smokehead, head appears as a swirling mass of smoke, may change color depending on its mood or power, may be able to manipulate smoke, create illusions, vanish and reappear at will, or control fire, symbolic meaning. May represent mystery, transmutation, the ethereal nature of life, or the unseen forces of nature. I can't remember what I was doing when I saw that. I was coming out of my sleep and I heard the phrase broken in the middle at 5:21 a.m. You know, I be busy. Be busy when I'm asleep. Be waking up just tired. Sometimes I be sore. I must be kicking some folks' asses while I'm asleep. Y'all better leave people alone. I really think that I be helping other people. Yeah. I love fighting for the underdog. November the 2nd, 2024, in this dream, I was telling people ways to learn who they are, that it was important in this journey or course. There was a lot of pushback. People didn't want to hear that. I saw a man whose name was Lee. I was also helping my daughter and talking about old fragrances that we used to wear in school back in the day. That Beverly Hills, I don't know, in the little yellow can. I mean, of course, the ones who can afford it had the real one, but the other ones got the one that was in the little yellow can. I heard the phrase destination ketchup. Saw a squirrel and a mouse with white wings. I wonder what this has to do with. Anyway, these are some words. Netherlands, Excelsior, Baumgarten, Byproduct, Fish King, Voluminous, Belquist, Fervent, Peace and Healing. This is amazing. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Toya. Thank you, Ancestors, Ascended Masters and Angels, Spirit Guides. You know, I'm having a lot of visions, or I've had lots of visions and dreams about fair-skinned people. I was getting one thing and I got something else. These people who are coming after me that are fair skinned, they're colorists. They don't like me because of the color of my skin. I mean, I know that it's, some peachy people who don't like me because of the color of my skin, but 2025 and it's still some all black folks ain't kin folks. No. Know the truth but don't want to hear the truth. And that's okay. Your contract could have been you just wanted to come here and feel what it's like to live on that side. Absolutely okay. That's the contract that you made with you and the Most High. I don't have nothing to do with that. But don't take it out on me. I have not done anything to anybody on purpose. Now, there may be things that I say, there may be things that I do that people don't like and get offended by that. But I'm being genuinely me, my most authentic self. And I know people don't like that. And a lot of times they don't like that because they don't know how to be authentic. Everybody now is just so fake. They don't know how to be real. And I understand that. And I've been there. I have. I was wearing a mask, but sometimes I would let myself be. And when I did, people didn't like it. But now I just don't give two, I don't care. Because none of those people are doing anything for me. It's quite interesting, that whole dynamic is quite interesting. We got to get it together. I don't know how. I don't know what the Most High wants us to do, how He wants us to do it, but something's got to change. They have to. And I'm not. Let me say this. When I said peachy people, I'm just trying to use another word besides white people. You know what I mean? Because you're not really white. You're more of a peachy tone. We're not black. We are brown skin. Variations of brown. Okay? Just trying to change some things up. Oh boy. So I have this book. It's called the Mythical Creatures Bible. And I heard some people, I didn't know that there was a very big distinction between mermaids and sirens. That sirens were like part birdish or something to that effect. Water nymphs are similar to mermaids. Wood nymphs, identified with particular species of trees, often their bodies become part of the trees they inhabit. Dryads, oak trees, hamadryads, nut elm, fig trees, ash tree. So this is December 30th. So I had a vision when I was in class once about someone who was like I won't say that. No. I won't say that about him, but there was a female that I had a vision about before, and she was half of a person, half of a tree. And I mean, you can distinctly see her. You know, the spiritual realm is so much more real than what we see with our eyes open, you know. And it's so beautiful. I am grateful for malevolent and benevolent spirits because there has to be a balance. That's why you can never get rid of bad people. You can never try to kill them. That's why sometimes it's human to be upset when people do things to you, but there's a balance that's at play. So when they hurt you and you follow the rules and you will let the Most High handle that, the Most High will balance it out. And that's what's happening with people now. The balance is coming into play. You can't just take and not give. No, that's out of balance. That's what's wrong with the society now. That's what's wrong now. In this vision, There was a male being and a female being fighting over a crown. And I'm laughing because the crown doesn't necessarily mean an actual crown. It's just a title, a job, or something that the Most High wants them to do. And it's a whole male who is fighting me over something that the Most High wants me to do. Women too. But can you believe a whole male? I ain't gonna say a man. A male. Fighting a woman. If the Most High wanted you to have it, He would have given it to you. But obviously He knew the beginning to the end. And He knew who you were on the inside. He knew your heart. He knew exactly what you was going to do. He, they, you know what I mean. Yeah. And not to say that you can't steal. But don't fight over somebody else's shit. Fight over what you were supposed to be doing. Stop being lazy and do what it is that you're supposed to do. And stop trying to take some from somebody else so you won't have to do the work. No. Most High not finna give you nothing unless you work for it. And it is not easy. Which is probably the reason why you don't want to work for it. Heal. All that stuff that come to your head at night that make you want to cry, and then you shake it off and do something else. Pop pills or crush some pills up and smoke weed, drink, whatever it is that you do to try to forget all of those things. You're going to have to feel that shit. Every last bit of it. You got to feel it. Yeah. Till it make you cry. Till it make you snot. And your jaw's gonna hurt. Your eyes is gonna look like little slits. Your stomach is just gonna be in knots. You gotta feel that. And sometimes it's just gonna come out of nowhere. You can be having a good conversation and laugh, and then all of a sudden something across your head, and you just that's it. That's healing. You gotta heal. Yeah. Not easy at all. Worth it? Most definitely. Because some of that stuff, especially that comes when you're not even thinking about it, and it just all of a sudden just hit you, that's really not your stuff. That's people from way back in the day. You gotta heal their stuff and your stuff at the same time. Because as you're doing that, you helping them, so they can turn around and help you. It's like a give and take. That's what it is. Which is why people tell you that it's wrong, because they know how powerful it is. Yeah. They know how powerful it is. And you talking about protection? They come out to whoop. Them primordial ones be coming out and be daring you to do some shit. Folks be thinking that I am doing some bibbity bop stuff. I can't. Else nothing good will happen for me. I won't have no protection. If I did something like that to other people, they're not gonna protect me. They won't. Nope. But it ain't me. Mm-mm. But y'all, you know who it is, because you see them. They be in your house making noise, clicking and clanging. You hear their footsteps. You hear doors, cabinets. How I know? Because they tell me. Yeah. All I got to do is say, I ain't even got to say nothing. If I go to them in prayer or meditation and say, so-and-so hurt me, read my Psalms, Most High got the rest. My ancestors got the rest. And that's not a bragging thing. I'm just telling you how powerful it is. Just change up some stuff. Don't let these people tell you that that's evil. They don't want you to use that on them. They don't want you to be crying out and telling your ancestors that so-and-so hurt you. But for some of y'all, it's a little late. Your ancestors turned away from you. It's really sad. They don't want to have nothing to do with you. It's like you really embarrassed them. You really messed up the bloodline with some of the things that you did, are doing. Can you change it? I don't know. Some of you have done so much that you have allowed entities to take over you. I mean, maybe if you had an exorcism, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. But I know I'll be trying. Flip the script. Oh, I need some protection? I'm going to call on my ancestor. Because trust and believe. Some of the people that did something to me, I done seen their ancestors on my side asking me to forgive them. And when they saw they kept doing it, they just came on over to my side. And you know who you are. Some people in my family, Grandma never did like it. Never did like you. Never. I got some tough grandmas though. So some of the tests that you have to go through, and you talking about the snotting and crying and whatnot, sometimes you be like, come on, just help me, please. My grandma was like, oh, she gonna get it. Some of the other ancestors was like, okay, you can just go. She was like, she'll get it. Oh, that was my grandma. Jesus. Wasn't playing around with me. Heifer, you don't get this. You got that one that's controlling all the other ones. Not controlling them, but you have certain ancestors that know all the ancestors. And they are, what do you call that? Were they sending certain ones to go out and do certain things? Mm-hmm. Mine ain't playing with me. Bet if she can cuss me out, she probably would. Yep. She'd be like, don't keep asking me for this. And then you ain't gonna do it when I give you the answers. Because you know, they're not gonna always give you the answer. They'll present things to you. And you have to make a choice. And at some point, it's not really a good or a bad choice. Whatever choice you make is either a lesson or a blessing. Blessing to some people. Some people don't like to say blessings because they say it means be lesser than you. But you know what I mean. Yeah. Anywho, I've been on here an hour. Oh. I need to go to sleep. I need some water. I'm a little thirsty. Well, my name is Toya Owen, and this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. I'll talk with you all later, okay? Those who are here want to listen, or those who want to listen and try to use some information for their own pages or whatnot, it's okay. It's okay. Just make sure whatever you use it for yourself. Shift some things in your life. Yep. Cure some things in your life. Latest.